One second.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get my coach on.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to get mine on too.
Yep. We can wait.
I just
Sorry,
told
just 1 second.
You're good. We can wait. That's why I sent you the link. There we go.
Oh, Amazon. Okay. Um, I mean, it can go over 30 minutes. You know, I'm just a baby and like to be asleep by 9.
I don't. My kids don't go to bed till 9, so
My
8:39. My kids can't. Otherwise, they're up at like if they go to bed earlier, they're up at like 3:30, 4:30, and I'm just 5:30, 6 o'clock is already too early for me for them. So
Okay, let's go ahead and just start and I'll send her the recording.
okay, deal. All right, let me go back to Zoom. I'm gonna share my screen. Maybe. Okay, so I just want to first of all thank you all for hopping on. I know some of you guys have either A, just jumped in and just said, "Hey, I'm doing this," or you're really thinking about it, you've been praying about it, like this is something that you're interested in. So we want to give you kind of a 411. We have a new coach mentorship that starts with our whole downline. You get put in an amazing message thread that starts on Monday, as in tomorrow. And so what you'll do is in that mentorship, we'll just walk you through some steps, and we'll cover that before or a little bit after, but just kind of wanted to give you an up to date on like what coaching, what being a body partner, what it looks like, and what it looks like to be that lifestyle influencer on our teams. So before we get started, I just like to ask a simple question and make it super easy because that's basically what this is. It's like, have you ever recommended a restaurant to a friend? What about a pair of jeans or sunglasses? And then have you ever posted anything on your social media? So like, have you ever shared like a giveaway or anything like that? So if you've done all of that, which I know I've worked at the Buckle clothing store, and I would recommend Buckle jeans hands down 1,000 times percent because there's a fit for everybody, right? And so for yes, that's me. So if you answered yes to any of those questions, then this is for you. So, Port, do you want to go over this or do you want me to walk through it? I know you probably got babies.
I can go over it. Sorry. I'm just also nursing.
Okay.
Okay. So first off, the whole premise, very, very, very short and sweet, of being a body partner or a body coach is literally just taking care of ourselves, our bodies, our nutrition, our minds, our hearts, and then showing others how to do it, duplicating the process. That's as simple as it possibly can
Mhm.
get. Um, we are not fitness experts. We are not personal trainers. Most of us do not have a degree in physical health. Most of us do not have experience in doing personal training or nutrition. We're simply women from all different walks of life, from all different career paths, from all different health journeys, starting points that want to feel better, that want to improve our lives in some way or another. It could be mental health, it could be nutrition, it could be you want to lose weight, it could be you want to just feel better. You want to change your life in some way, and this is how you do it. And you want to do it with community and with support of other like-minded women. So that is what it is. It's not a pyramid scheme. It is not anything crazy. It's not gross. It's not salesy. It's not any of that.
So our team goal is to help people live their best lives, right? To provide inspiration, accountability, and resources. Um, Basically to be your new virtual BFF. And when I say virtual BFF, I'm talking about I met Courtney Beasley on a retreat. She lived in California at the time, and we text all the time. And I live in Tennessee. So we live miles and hours apart, and we still blow each other's phone. We still chase big goals together. We still dream. We still pray over each other. We still reach out to each other. We check on each other during hard and heavy seasons. Same thing with Danny. I met Danny at I wasn't even on Danny's team at the time, and I met her in Cancun. Okay, she lives in Ohio, literally 4 hours away from me. And my children know her name and her voice when she calls, right? So we help, like, the goal is for our team is to help embrace their life, feel confident, empowered every single day, but doing it together, and not as individuals. And then, Danny, I'm going to let you take over here.
Okay, so I feel like a day in a life looks different for everybody because everybody's day is totally different. I know a lot of people work full time. Some of us stay home. Some of us do coaching full time. So this will look different. But what I say when you post every single day, like that's the number one thing when you're a coach is you want to get into the habit of posting every day, whether that's a picture of your workout, a picture of Shakeology, taking an energize shot, or going above and beyond and even talking on your story if you feel comfortable. But one thing I tell my girls is always post your workout, always post at least one supplement that you're taking, but also you need to tie in your normal life too. You're not just, your world should not revolve around body. It's just part of your life. It's not your whole life, but you want to tie in how much body is changing your life. So I always tell my girls too, if you have kids, if you're pregnant, whatever the situation is, make sure that you're showing your followers that and um, show them how you're chasing your kids up a hill or just running around with them. That's how body is being tied into your life because it's, obviously being active and being healthy and showing people that and your kids that is like the ultimate goal at the end of the day. So, like I said, everybody's day is different. Just make sure that, like I said, we're showing our workout, showing the supplements, and also showing stuff about our lives too.
And I'm going to add on to Danny's. That's also inviting people to do this with you. That's loving on people who feel inspired by you. That's somebody that's sharing this journey. All of you on here have been invited in some way, in some capacity. That could be months and months and months over relationship building, or that could have been like 3 days where you're just like, I really vibe with this chick and I'm ready to join her, right? Like there are different avenues and different walks. And so we want to make sure like that's a key part of the business. And I don't want to take that lightly, is truly like there's no one in the world who's like desperately asking for help. Like, I mean, when I did this journey, I was desperately asking for help, but I had known this journey. I had already had this purchase forever. I just didn't know what I needed at the time. And so it does take somebody to reach out to you and check on you and ask you how you're doing. And you get to be that person for people in this journey.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
I also think too, going back to what Courtney said about this is not a salesy job. I don't, we're not reaching out to people and saying things like, hey, would you be interested in buying a challenge pack for 250? Like, we're not doing that. The way that I reach out to my girls and potential girls that are interested is I say, hey, I'm currently doing this program. If you're interested, I would love for you to join it with me. You know what I mean? It's not salesy. It's just inviting them to join the journey with you if they're interested. You're not trying to sell like a challenge pack, unless you're talking about Shakeology, that's one thing. Like the peppermint mocha, obviously I was being very salesy, but that's only because it's a brand.
Almost sold out. It's almost sold out.
So, that was one thing. But usually when you reach out, you're just inviting girls. You're not telling them like, hey, this is the price. Come join. You know what I mean? So try and think of it that way instead of more like MLM pyramid scheme kind of thing, salesy.
Yep. And then like Courtney said, it's your journey first. You get to share and inspire others, and then you get to spread the word to help others, right? And you get to help people get results. And you only do that by doing it yourself. Like if the whole point is building trust. So if you're not showing up every single day on your social media, sharing your own journey, and honestly, sometimes I'm like, who cares about other people? Because some days it's all that you can do as a mom, especially some of you guys who have 4 to 8 kids, Courtney Beasley, that like all you can do is show up for yourself, right? All you can do is all you can do is like take a breath and just give what you can give to yourself. And that's what we're asking you to do is show up for yourself first and always.
Hold on, I want to go back into that too. I will say the more you show up on your stories, the more you're also holding yourself accountable. I will tell you guys a really quick secret. I have tried to do 75 hard on my own without telling anybody for the last like couple years. And guess what? I failed because I wasn't posting it to my stories. I was easily giving up. But when you're posting every day, you're holding yourself accountable. There's girls, outsiders cheering you on. Obviously, your team is cheering you on. But when you post every day, you hold yourself more accountable.
Okay, so this is what we call like our 4 vital behaviors. Okay, so this is kind of getting into the nitty gritty about like what the business is, right? And so we have these task sheets. Danny doesn't love them. I am obsessed with them. Courtney Beasley is obsessed with them, right? This is kind of how we were kind of trained, but like you will see on these trackers, the company gives you these trackers, and it is basically to focus on you first, right? At the top of every tracker, it says be the proof of the product or take care of yourself. Being proof of the product is working out, personal development, drinking your Shakeology, your go-go juice, energized, peppermint mocha, whatever that is, right? And then engaging with people like in your groups, okay? Just focusing on you first, right? The next part is going to be the business essentials, right? And we get to teach you this part. This is the cool part about the coaching mentorship is we break this down pretty simple. We give you 2 tools, tasks, messages that'll help you navigate how to do this, but to expand your network, how to become social media gurus and find your niche and find what you're passionate about. I have moms on my team that are very crunchy moms and they're like, no food dyes, no this, grow their own plants. That's not me. You have moms who are believers and moms who are non-believers. You have working moms, you have non-working moms, right? So you get to connect on social media in different ways. And you get to invite people, like Danny said, to enjoy the journey. And then each task kind of shows you how to post on social media, how to change things up, how to get engagement all through that, right? And then how you can fit certain things in the pockets of your day. Now, some of us do business hours where we commit to 1 to 2 hours a day, and that's it. Like this is the block. This is the time frame I got. The rest of the time I'm spending with my kids. And some of us do it 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there, 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there, because that's when we can breathe. And so we will help you kind of break down those daily tasks on how to make your business function. The whole point of me showing these slides, and there's like, if you can see, there's difference and crazy to all these different profiles, but all of them, you cannot tell, like this does not scream, I'm a Beachbody coach. Like this does not scream, I'm a Beachbody partner. This screams, I'm into fashion. I work out. I read my Bible. I've got kids. I run like a crazy human. I've done 75 hard. I'm reading with my kids. My kids play baseball and sports. None of them say out loud, I am a body coach. And the goal of that is to make people unique to you, make things connected to you in your life, and bring people in. Because like what Danny said is you are not just a coach and a partner. You are all these amazing things in between. So, Danny, if you want to hit on this, or Courtney. I don't know which one of you are referring.
Courtney, do you want to take it or do you want me to? Are you feeding?
Can you go ahead and do it and I'll do the next one?
Yep.
Fine. So what our team provides is we do weekly team calls. So the thing about our weekly team calls that are really cool is like it's not just Jerica's team, it's not just my team, or it's not just Courtney's team. Like we bring all of our girls, you know what I mean? So I think that's really cool because it's not just one team coming on, it's all of us. So it just makes it that much better. We do one-on-one training with your coach, and that is really fun because obviously you get one-on-one with me, Jerica, whoever. And then I think one of the biggest things that I love is my Facebook Messenger group. So I know Shannon, I mean, a couple of the girls that are on, I mean, three people on here. I hold up group on Facebook. Now, you can do it on the Beachbody app. Where what is that called?
Bot groups.
Bot groups. I kind of shied away from that because I've seen how much people would respond more to Messenger than they would bot groups. So I ended up putting that on there, and it's honestly been such a huge hit. But of course, if you want to do bot groups too, that's fine, but I just felt like there's just been a lot more communication. But that's something else that you guys get to do too when you become a coach, is you can put all your girls in that thread, and then it just blows up all day, and constant, encouragement, all the things. We also do social media training, Google Drives. We get a lot of stuff from Ashley Smith, which is really nice. And Micah, of course. Micah is like our big go-to girl. So you just get endless mentorship from me and everybody.
Corey, you
God,
got
you
it?
back?
Sorry, I was like burping him. Okay, so not one reason, there's many reasons why I personally think that body is like the most amazing thing ever. There's a thousand reasons why. It is the top fitness, the number one rated fitness app in the country. It is because it takes a holistic approach. It looks at you as a whole person. Like Jericho and Danny both said, you're not just fitness. It looks at you as a whole person. Body provides not just workouts, but it also provides, nutrition support. It provides recipes. It provides community. It provides, we now have mindset work. We have like the number one mindset coach in the country who is our top mindset coach. So we do mindset, nutrition, body, community, wellness. Like it looks at you as a whole person rather than just going to the gym and getting on the treadmill, or joining Weight Watchers and just talking about how many points your food was that day. It looks at you as a whole person and realizes that you are unique, and how you uniquely fit into each team is vital. So every team brings different things to the table. I was talking to my husband about how, I am not back office savvy. And so back office is like the stuff of the businessy side of stuff, like money and compensation plan and acquisition. And I have no idea how any of that works, but Jerica does. And then I'm really good at some things that Jerica isn't as good at. And we complement each other so well. And I think that's what's really unique about Body, is that you could take people that are so different from all different walks of life, put them together, and make a really effective and amazing team of women who are just supporting, loving, and encouraging other women to live their best, healthiest, most joyful life.
Okay, so as Courtney said, this is like my fun part, and I used to actually be the part that I avoided the most. Because when you talk money, money is scary. Sometimes money is the fear of why you don't get started. Money is the reason why you say no. And I get that. I will always be 100% transparent. I've had to give up a lot of things to make Body work in my life. I used to be a shopaholic, and that's because I worked in fashion retail for about 4 to 5 years. And so clothing was my lifestyle. Having my hair done, my makeup, my nails done, it was basically a required field. And so because of that, I've gotten out of that, which is sad, also great, because I'm not spending money, and my husband's happy. I'm not spending money on clothes and getting my nails done and my hair done all the time. But I'm putting that money towards fitness and being a better wife, a better mom. Hi, buddy. I'm going down a night. Okay. Take a night, everybody. You smell like lotion. Sorry. Kids are finally going to bed. But with that being said, is sometimes the sacrifice is worth the providing for my family, providing for just a better version of myself. Because when I don't work out, you can tell my attitude is trash. Because I'm not putting myself first. But with that being said, when you show up, you get 20% discount on your favorite products and programs. Okay. So you get that by yourself. You also make anywhere from 20 to 40%. He's so cute. 20 to 40% commission on any sales that you provide from your website or through your links, right? And so that is the great part about it is you sell what we call a total solution pack. That is $65 automatically in your bank account. And you help 3 people. I mean, that's over $150 and you get to take that in. And I don't know what $150 to $300 would do for you per month, but even like 800 to 1,000, like what that could do for you. But it's a game changer for my family. It pays for groceries, gas, etc. Right? Once you lock in your first rank, which is what we call Emerald, and I know these things and phrases will mean nothing to you. That's cool thing is I will help you, Danny will help you, Courtney will walk you through that. But you get to start earning your next bonuses, your next income milestones, right? And so you get to get paid weekly. So every Thursday we get paid. As long as you earn it, you have the opportunity to get paid on Thursdays, right? You have opportunity to earn group team value bonus, which I just introduced Courtney to this. And this is like super cool about the growth is you get money for people ordering over and over and over again every single month. And it just builds and builds and builds. And you get to have basically what I call free income at the end of every month. So not only do you get the commission of those people starting, but you also get commission of everybody continuously ordering every single month, which is I think is cool because that just shows proof that you get to help people monthly, right? You get to qualify for free customer leads. This is changing at the end of this month, so that is hit or miss right now. But you get free training and support and resources to be successful. We give you all the things so that you will not fail. You just have to show up, right? You get first access to sneak peeks and new products and programs. You get a pre-made business website that's ready to go, and freedom to cancel at every time. Also, another thing about these perks is that you get to choose your sales goals. You get to choose the income that you want to make. You get to choose, like, if you don't help anybody in the month of September, okay. My grandpa passed in May, and I didn't help. There was a lot of stuff going on in July. There was just a lot of estate stuff, a lot of family drama, and I helped one person in the month of July. I didn't hit my sales goal. July was the first time I hadn't hit my sales goal in 9 months. And I struggled with that. But at the same time, I was taking care of my family. I was doing what I needed to do. And that's the cool thing about this business is you can still put your family first. And some days your success is not measured by a success club point, not measured by a goal. Your success is still showing up for yourself, right? And then you get to help people do that and make income while doing it. And like I said, I like to break this all down. I can really bore you with a compensation plan, but the easiest part is you help somebody, you make money. And the great thing is you can also help somebody make money too. So if you know somebody who else is struggling, maybe financially, or who needs an extra $100 or who needs an extra $200 a month, and you're like, hey, I have an opportunity for you. You can help serve somebody in that way too. Dan, this is one of Danny's favorite parts.
Hold on a second. I want to go back and touch base on something. I saw a quote that was like, you don't start a business because you have money. You start a business because you don't have the money. And I was always thinking about that too. Like, when I quit my job after I had Skylar and I told Jeff, I was like, I got to figure something out. We were balling on one income. And I was like, please, like, just let me stay home. Let me focus on my health and fitness and see if it leads to, becoming a body coach. And, let's just see where we go from there. Again, I was making no money. And when I signed up to be a coach, that's when you start making the money. And I was so desperate to come home to my kids because I would be the mom that would drop my kids off. I call my dad every single day. I'm not even kidding. And I cried to him and I was like, I just can't do this anymore. This was just with one kid. And I was just like, I can't do this. There's got to be something different out there. There's got to be a work from home, something that I'm passionate about, but something that I can also do at home and raise my kids. And that's when I just went all in with Body. I never looked back. I mean, I put my heart and soul, I was so desperate to come home. And that's when I went all in and I started making that money, right? Like at first it was probably 500 a month, and then it went up after 3 months. My husband's like, okay, like I see what's happening in this business. That's incredible. Like I was able to fully come home and stay home, but get something that drives you.
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't have to totally be like, I want to be home with my kid. Like I just want to stay home, right? Like I just want to do something from home, or I just want to have extra money for date night or take my kids on vacation to Disney World. You have to find something that drives you in this business besides just losing weight and trying to help people for money. Like let something carry you throughout this whole journey that you're about to go on. But okay, let me go to the my favorite part, the vacays. Okay. So back when I had my first coach, the reason I honestly joined Beachbody in the first place, I swear to God, like it really wasn't for the money, which is kind of funny. But I would watch my coach for a year and a half go on these insane trips. Like she went on a cruise, she went to the beach like in Mexico. And I was like, oh my God, like number one, how cool would that be to earn a trip for free? But also, how cool would it be to earn a trip for just you and your husband? Like once you have kids, you guys know it's just hard to get that one-on-one time. And I just watched her have fun. I watched her work out with the trainers. Like she was taking pictures with the trainers, like legit their hands around it. Like I just could not believe it. Like I was up in like you could be up and personal touching these trainers, right? And like that was another thing that drove me like, oh my God, I want that quality time with my husband. So I worked my ass off. Number one, I wanted to earn that money, but also number two, I wanted to earn these trips for me and my husband. So I have been on, oh God, I've probably been on like 8 trips so far for free. And I met, like Jerica said, I met Jerica in Riviera Maya, Mexico. And I didn't even, I mean, I saw her one time at Summit the year before with the boot on her foot. But other than that, I never saw Jerica. And that's when we started talking. And then she was like, you know what? I want to join your team. And I'm like, don't pull my arm. Like, of course you can join my team. But just kind of cool how like you just meet people from all over the world on these trips and you do business, you work out with the trainers. I literally have pictures of me and Joel and like me and Elise just like hugging each other. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm actually living what I dreamt of in the first place. Like your dreams are not too far gone if you truly work your butt off, but also you love what you're doing at the same time. You're going to get to where you want to be. It's really that simple. I've been to, my husband and I just went to Punta Cana. I've been to Las Vegas, where Jerica is going to be. I cannot wait. So I'm going to go and support her in Vegas when she goes. But those trips truly are incredible. It's time away, it's time with the trainers, and it's time to just honestly relax. And there's nothing better than earning a free body trip.
And I'm going to say this too, if you have a spouse or a significant other that you can take on these trips, when you take them, they believe more in the business.
Yeah.
Than when like they're at home. Now I know that's not the case for everybody, but when you take somebody you care about, even if it's not your husband, I know somebody took their sister on these trips, like they believe more in the business when they get to experience community and what this business truly is about when you get to like add somebody to it, which I think is really cool.
And I think also something that's really neat about it says something for the company that they provide these free trips for their coaches, because let me tell you, like I used to be a labor and delivery nurse, like registered nurse, bachelor's degree, went to school for freaking forever. Like I mean, I save babies. Like, I saved babies' lives. I saved mommy's lives. I was a high risk labor and delivery nurse, and I never once was sent on a trip anywhere for free.
That's a good point.
Anywhere. You know what I mean? I'm like, I literally worked 3 to 4 12-hour night shifts a week with all my children at home and went to school for years and like literally had babies and mama's lives in my hands every single night. And I never once was sent on a free trip anywhere.
They
Like,
really, it shows that they really value you,
yes.
and and honestly, you get fed so good. You get the drinks are top notch. Like you truly feel like, what is the word? Like royalty. Like I'm not even
Right.
kidding.
So like Body, they truly, truly do value and treasure you as a person and as an asset to the company. So,
Yeah, 100%. That's a great point.
So if you're willing to put in the work daily and set big goals for yourself, there's absolutely like nothing you guys can't do. And I know Danny's talked about this, but like if you really put the pedal to the metal, if you really want that, and like sometimes the pedal to the metal is 10%, whatever you can give. But if you have those goals, you're all here. They're going to support you. It doesn't matter if you're under Danny, under Courtney, under me, whatever. We are here to 100% support you. And the cool thing is our upline is going to support you too. Our upline knows most of our first names. They want us to be as successful as our coach wants. They believe in you just as much as we believe in you, which I love that. Right. So, what now, right? Coach startup is only $39.95 and can be waived when you purchase your own challenge pack. Okay. Right now we have a heck of a deal, which is like $95. You get it for 3 months. Basically, what we're calling it is the partner trial, where you get 3 months of truly investing in yourself and navigating what the next 30 days is, right? If you purchase and within 30 days you're like, Jerica, I hate it, but I drank all my Shakeology, it's not working for me, you can return an empty bag of Shakeology and just say, hey, this is not for me, and the company will literally give you your money back, right? There is a $17 monthly fee to cover your website and your office fees, right? This can be waived for military members, which is really cool. And then immediately enjoy your 20% discount, 30 days money back guarantee. I like to say that, right? And then get started in her new coach mentorship, which kicks off tomorrow, right? Maybe you need time tonight to think about it, pray about it, communicate what next steps are. But this would be a great opportunity to really just navigate. This is where all of our coaches from our downline are going to get into this mentorship, and you get to walk through with people all across the world who are at the same starting point as you. All right. So this is your opportunity to ask for more info. Ask any questions that you have. I'm going to stop and sharing the screen, and feel free to ask whatever questions. There's no such thing as bad question. And you can put it in
and
the
don't
chat
let
too.
the financials and the compensation plan and all that stuff intimidate you into not doing it just because you don't understand it. I've been coaching for several years and I feel like I'm just now really getting a grip on it. And even if I'm not, you will have somebody that does have a grip on it that can help you, like Jerica. So
I love
like
that piece. If you're like, how do I make the most money? I'm like, you need to put somebody here, put somebody here, put somebody here.
right.
Go help them with this, go help them with that. Let's make you money. Like,
But you'll learn the legs that you put people on.
you'll
You have a
learn.
you have a weak leg, you have a strong leg. I mean, you'll learn how to maneuver.
You'll learn. I'm just learning how to like capitalize on it. Like, I want you to make the most money possible. That is, I know Courtney will talk about this too, and you can hear us. Like, we are at 2 different phases of life from when we started. When I started, I was desperate for community. I was going through postpartum depression. I was trying to lose weight. And then I was desperate for moms. Like, I was desperate to find friends that were going through the same life with me, because my friends were not in the same avenue. They didn't have kids. They were out drinking every single night. And I'm like at home and I'm like, I don't have anybody like me. Right. And so I found out there was a retreat that you could earn within 3 months. And I was like, I'm going because I need these friends. I mean, I hit the mile markers, like boom, 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 so that I could go, because I was desperate for friends. Not until recently, through our adoption process, did I really focus my business more on income. Our son went through a lot. I mean, we were going through appointments 3 to 4 times a week, and we were canking out $600 and $900 in just doctor's appointments alone for him. And so that was a motivation of like, okay, we can't always have we can't tap into our savings. I've got to start pushing and hitting other goals, right? Financially. So my goal has changed, and the reasons why I push is a little bit different. Again, community is my main focus. But that financial piece is even more now because I want to be able to serve him and his needs the best way I can without having to feel like I'm sacrificing something else, that everybody gets everything. And Courtney Beasley, her mindset is completely different from when she started 9 years ago to where she's at now.
Yeah,
So,
when I started, it was like when I started 9 years ago as just I was a what they called at that time like a discount coach. And so I was doing that so that I would get a discount on the products because I was trying to lose weight. After my husband and I got married, we both gained a ton of weight together. And it's so much fun eating out for the first year of our marriage. And so I was trying to lose weight. And so I wanted the discount on the products. So that's why we started doing that. And I didn't want to go to the gym by myself. So I was like, I have to work out at home. But the little like YouTube workouts were not getting me results. So I did body and I've stuck with it ever since. And then when I decided to actually coach several years ago, it was because I was feeling so depressed working COVID as a nurse, and just living in the hospital and just people dying all around me and just that darkness. It was just not, I wasn't being filled in the hospital like I used to. I used to find so much joy in the hospital, and then I wasn't feeling that anymore. So I was like, I need community somewhere else. And so then I started coaching for community that I didn't have. I had the finances because I was working as a nurse, but I didn't have the community. And now I'm not working as a nurse right now because we have 4 kids, 6 and under at the moment. And, and so I'm not working as a nurse. Um, so I still, I still am so drawn to body for the community because I am basically a stay-at-home mom right now, which can be very lonely, and looking for finances because we just built um, our dream home and I'm not working. So now I am more financially motivated than I was when I first started coaching. So a lot of times people are like, you have to figure out why you want to do coaching. But I think it's important to realize that your why can change and your why can be different every day. And I used to think I had to have like just one reason why I wanted to coach. And you don't. Like it can change every single day why you're wanting to show up that day.
Like there's going to be days where like you do want to do it for your kids, but there's going to be days where you want to throw your kids outside and just let them stay out there all day. You know what I mean? So like she said, your why is going to change multiple times, but also something that's really cool too is you're going to impact a lot of people because you're either going to be impacting pregnant women, you're going to be impacting stay-at-home moms, you're going to be impacting moms that go to work. I mean, there's going to be so many different people in your little community that you are going to build that you are going to impact every day. And that's why I always say, make sure that when you come on your stories, my sister always would tell me, she would message me, be like, you're talking way too much about Beachbody, share about something else. Like you're boring. Like you got it. So I always say, at least share 3 things. Of course, Beachbody, and then do your kids if you're comfortable, and then something else. Like for me, I'm renovating my house, and that's when people are gonna like DM you, and that's how you start building relationships or people. I always say your business starts in your DMs 100%. And you're gonna start getting people talking to you when you bring up different things besides just Beachbody, because people want to get to know you, not just Beachbody. But if you, that's how you're going to relate to them, is just talking to them on the outside, and they'll be like, oh, so what is this thing that you're doing, blah blah blah. So like I said, at least talk and bring up 3 things every single day.
okay. Do any of you guys have questions?
No.
Okay. I'm going to encourage you. Obviously, your coaches are going to talk to you after this. But if you're really interested in it and you're really ready to like move forward and you're like, hey, you're naked and I'm recording, please go put your jammies on, please. Daddy's got you. Sorry, I do not want a naked baby on here. But
We can literally see your face like this. Like, I don't think we're going to see your naked daughter.
look, I look like a busted can of biscuits today. Anyway, but but I would say, see if you've got 2 to 5 friends and family who can hop on and join you and like within the next 24 hours. Reach out to those people who are closest to you and be like, hey, I'm starting this business. I'm really interested in joining. Would this be something that you want to do with me? You don't have to have a transformation. You don't have to start on your own journey. I messaged my best friends and I was like, hey, I already know you have Beachbody. You're moving to my team. I messaged another best friend and I was like, hey, would you do this with me? I know you lost 50 pounds on your own. I just need somebody's support and like motivation and accountability. They were like, yes. My mom didn't join me for 9 months and she's my biggest transformation and proof of the product. Okay. And she was like, Jerica, I'm not joining you. And I'm like, I'll just use your account. And I was like, Mom, no. And it took her 9 months. Like, you're gonna have people who are like questioning all of that. But I would go and reach out to 5 people who are closest to you and see, hey, would you be willing to do this with me? Would you be willing to come on that? Because when you do that and they say yes, you are making your money back immediately, right? So you are not only just investing in yourself, you're investing in others and you get to make that money back and it's like a zero wash. Cool. Any questions? I know everybody said no, but I'm excited. I'm thankful. I'm gonna stop sharing, but